Hello aspirants. In this video, we are going to discuss certain tips that you should keep in mind when you'll be taking your paper-based CLAT in 2021. One piece of advice that before you actually implement it in the actual paper, you should be practicing and keeping all these tips in mind while you'll be solving and taking your mocks. This is Vaibhav Prakash, lead mentor IMS India, discussing all these tips. So let's straight away get to what are the important pointers that you should keep in mind. First of all, read all the instructions very properly and cross-check the total number of pages and the question number mentioned in the instructions and your actual question booklet. Second would be to fill your OMR very properly. All the personal information that you'll be filling by a ball pen would be final, and you don't want to make any mistakes over there. Third would be that in the first 3 to 4 minutes, do not rush into start solving questions. In the first 3 to 4 minutes, spend sufficient time to skim through the sections and identify the order of section that you would want to attempt. While also choosing that which section to attempt, you should ideally start with those sections where your average attempts and your average accuracy has been the highest in the majority of the mocks that you have solved so far. And it could be any section. Do not start with a section just because someone else is doing so and someone else has suggested you to do that. Fifth tip to be kept in mind would be at the end of every section, write an end time when you would be moving on to the different section. And stick to that time limit that you have given to yourself. This will serve as a very important timekeeper. Maintaining a strict control will allow you to go through the entire paper very properly. Sixth tip to keep in mind would be do not spend too much time to shuffle between the sections. Complete one section and move on to the next one. Shuffling actually takes a lot more time. Seventh tip would be to eliminate as many options as you can. So whenever you go to a question, start eliminating the options. Whenever you start eliminating the options, it will reduce the chances of you committing a mistake and it will help you reach your answer quickly. Eighth tip would be when you open the paper, you would be seeing two pages together, like for example, page number 2 and page number 3. Solve as many questions as you can solve with confidence on both the pages and then transfer all the answers to your OMR sheet rather than solving one question and putting the answer in the OMR sheet. That will actually waste a lot of your time. And this will also give you certain time to relax your mind while you'd be putting down the answers in the OMR sheet. Ninth tip would be to try and avoiding wrong oval marking as much as possible, because that would again waste your time, and it would be important that you keep a good quality eraser to erase the wrong answer key if in case you happen to mark one. The final tip would be to solve all the A-type questions within a section. A-type questions are the ones which you can solve very quickly within 15 to 20 seconds. Then solve all the B-type questions of that particular section. B-type questions are the ones which will take some 30 to 45 seconds for you to solve, and leave all the C-type questions which will take more than a minute for you to solve, or something which is absolutely new and you have never even tried that kind of question. So better would be to leave C-type questions. And once the stipulated time for that section is over, please move on to the next section. Give equal importance and weightage to all the sections. It will be key for you to attempting the paper to the fullest of your potential. Do not come back to a section. Try dividing your time properly and attempting as many questions from across all the sections as you can. So these are the 10 tips that you should be keeping in mind. Start practicing, start implementing these tips, keep them in mind while you're solving your mocks, and make a habit that you inculcate all these things in your actual paper. And before you be able to do that, you will have to practice as many mocks as you can and keep all these things in mind. With this, we wish you all the very best for your entrance examination. We know that all of you will do tremendously well, and from all your mentors at IMS, wishing you all the very best. Thank you.